Well, howdy there, folks. How's it going today? I hope everybody's doing really good. Well, welcome to episode number 700 on this channel. I can't even believe I can actually say those words. 700 videos. That's a lot of doing this right here, I must say. I just want to say thank you to everybody that enjoys watching these and all the nice comments and kind words and support. Well, you think I would have at least cleaned the bench up, but that's not how this shop runs. Anyway, we're working on these peavey sp3 loudspeakers here. The horns were gone in them, so I took them out, tested them, and come to find out they were not working, so I ordered some direct replacements here. Alrighty, well, I got these on good old eBay, of course. This is the original one right here, okay? Again, these are sp3, so there's a 15-inch woofer with these horns, okay? Now, it's pretty simple. I did a video on how to remove these. They just bolt simply to the back of this here. Pretty simple, but there are a couple things I did want to mention. Now, here's the replacement one. It doesn't say peavey on it like this one. There are a couple differences, just really in the looks, nothing too major. So this one, the original one here, is marked with the polarity signs, plus and minus here, and the replacement one is not. But it is dipped in red on the positive side, so pretty easy to figure out. Now, there are a couple things that you do need to do with these new ones. You got this plastic film here, which I'm going to remove before I put on the speaker. You don't want that in there like vibrating, making weird sounds. The other thing you need to look out for is this. I've taken the foam gasket or the rubber gasket off this one. The new replacement speaker comes with it already on there. So make sure you remove the old gasket, okay? Pretty simple. I also wanted to note that I did mark the top side of the horn itself, so when I go to put it back in, I won't have that backwards. Okay, so there are some holes in this, correct, as you can see, and there are some alignment studs here. They're 180 degrees apart, and those just actually help line up the driver into the back of this horn. Okay, so if you look at the back of the horn here, we have 3, 6, 8 holes, okay? So you have 3 right close together, then on the other side you have 3 that are close together. Then you have these holes are just on their own at 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock here. So the alignment pins are in the middle of these groups of 3, okay? The ones that are on their own will just kind of line up on their own. So it's pretty self-explanatory. We just want to align those into the center. Probably wouldn't even hurt to make a mark, just so you can have something to shoot for. That's it right there. Now they went right down pretty much tight. They're touching. I know they're in the right position. You can also look at these holes to make sure. I always double check. It doesn't hurt. Okay, so now you're going to take these small flathead screws. If you've already removed this, you already know where I'm going. Those go in here, okay, and those attach the new driver to the back of the horn. Pretty easy. And then to attach the horn back into the cabinet, we'll use these long Phillips head. Again, I did a video on how to remove it, but since we're going to put it back in, you probably don't even need to go there. Okay, so I wanted to point this out. I just ran into this. The thickness of this new diaphragm where your flathead screws go is a lot thicker than the original one. The original one is dished out a lot more, so you don't need such a long screw to attach it. Now these ones are a little thicker, so I'm gonna have to get some longer screws to mount that. That's just the way it goes. Okay, we got one done, and I found some Allen bolts I had kicking around the shop here. Now, the Allen bolts are quite a bit longer than the original ones here, as you can see. But if the original ones are all the way down in, it's going to be pretty close, but a little bit long. So instead of piling a bunch of washers up, what I've done is this. You simply take I got a zip tie here, cable tie, and what you can do, instead of piling a bunch of washers up, unless you want to use washers, that's fine. You can just zip tie it around there, okay? Now that's a nice spacer. You're not going to break it. It's not like you're putting 400 pounds of force on each one of these. You don't have to crank them in too hard. I do recommend using a little bit of Loctite though, just so things don't loosen up. It is a speaker and there is stuff vibrating. Now, if you don't have Loctite, if you got a paint stick, that'll work, or even just a little bit of, take a little spray paint, spray it, in a little container and just dip the thing in the spray paint, dip your threads in, wind it in. It's as good as Loctite. So anyway, there's a little hack for you. Sometimes you have to do things like this. Now I can put a washer on the top, and that's what I did with the other ones. I can back this right out and, put a washer on the top. Good to go. Well, I hope this helps somebody out. And remember, when you tighten these down too, don't just tighten one all the way down. This is like a drum head or an engine head. You have to alternate, when you tighten this down, because this is sitting right on that dome on the horn itself. So just kind of take a little bit on each one, crossways, like you would a drum head. You should be okay. Look at the gap as you're doing it all the way around and just try to bring that down even. Well, thanks again, folks. I really do appreciate all the kind words and all the views. This isn't really anything I do for anything other than a hobby here, and I'm hoping to pass some information along to you folks as I come across it. I've been doing this stuff basically as long as I've been able to hang on to a guitar, so I guess I must have learned something along the way, hopefully, and hopefully it can help somebody out. I've learned most of this stuff the hard way, or, hands-on, if you will. Anyway, we'll see you guys real soon. Thanks again for all the support. Be good. Okie doke.